World of Wrestling. Spotlight, The Big Dog, Joshua Slater and Supergirl, Jessica Valero. Season 1, Beauty and the Big Dog. Episode 1, The Rookie. Poem 6, Joshua Slater and Jessica Valero vs. The Atlantics and Kerry Starr. The ring announcer bellowed, the entrance music played, wrestlers made their way to the ring. The crowd would no longer be delayed. The bell rang out, starting the match, with Jessica against Kerry Starr. Jessica made some attempts to grapple, but she didn't get very far. And as this match continued on, the announcers on TV supplied their insight and opinions to the match, while sitting at ringside. Jessica looks a bit rusty in this early going. Don't you worry, JLJ, her confidence will be growing. She had knee surgery. That's not something that you just shake off. Rothschild has the deck stacked too. Lenny nervously coughed. After a few arm drags from Kerry, Jessica finally got a shot in. She stepped behind and rolled Kerry up, with a textbook schoolgirl pin. Kerry kicked out at one, but Jess arm-dragged Kerry back down, applying pressure to her arm and making Kerry's confidence drown. The crowd cheered in response. And some chanted, "Welcome back," as Kerry Starr reeled from Jessica Valero's attack. This went on for a minute or two, Jessica with the upper hand. Soon Kerry became frustrated and tagged in Lil Mac. "You just think you're grand. Bring it on, Supergirl. Can you catch the Flash?" Jessica went to spear him in the corner. He moved, and then she crashed into the ring post. Her shoulder went, and she cried out in pain. She stood back up and got slapped in the face. "Woman, this ain't a game." For the next few minutes, Mac toyed with her, using speed to avoid her attacks. Then Jessica got hit by a drive-by kick, a signature of Lil Mac's. Mac tagged in BJ base, and they began to double-team. Focusing on Jessica's knee was the plan's overall scheme. 4 minutes they quick-tagged and double-teamed her, while Joshua began to bark. The crowd began barking as well, hoping for a comeback to spark. There were a few times where Jessica came close to Joshua Slater's hand. But the mass of BJ and the quickness of Mac continually thwarted her plan. But soon Kerry began to get jealous, and told Lil Mac to tag her. Mac turned away and Kerry Starr's fury was a blur. She came in the ring, and began slapping Mac, who yelled at her angrily. This was just the distraction Jess needed, to get out of the ring and free, the rabid canine jumping on the apron, looking to dish it all out. She gathered her strength for one last lunge, and she let the big dog out. Lefts to Mac and rights to BJ, as Joshua entered the ring. Kerry charged him near the ropes. As the momentum continued to swing, Joshua backdripped Kerry to the outside, and Kerry was knocked out. He then hit Mac with a German suplex. "That's what it's all about." He howled and the crowd echoed with more. But he turned around and saw the hands of BJ close around his neck and lift up against his jaw. Josh was lifted high in the air, and was meant to be brought down. But he grabbed BJ's head and hit a DDT, turning it completely around. He pinned BJ aggressively, but Mac broke up the pin. Though he quickly wished he hadn't, and wished he'd let Josh win. Joshua grabbed Mac's left leg, without missing a beat. And Mac scrambled away from the grip in order to get free. But when he reached the middle of the ring, Joshua turned him on his stomach. Locking him in a step-over-toe hold, Mac's access to a rope break was cut. Joshua grabbed Mac's other leg, and cranked it toward Mac's head. Mac tagged out and had no pride left. Not one single shred. Jessica rolled, then hobbled into the ring, and hugged Josh, celebrating the win. The underdogs win way big tonight. Did we see something special begin? Author's note: we've had some progress, Story Warrior. Analytics are beginning to climb slowly but in a very steady and predictable way. I've also had a few opportunities to tell stories at my church, and I'm beginning to have time to work on motion comics as well. All is looking up. Also, I've moved what used to be a fairly closed community, the Brood of Writers Wonder Brood, to our own Guilded server. We have things there that you'd normally find in a Discord community, but also some incredibly exciting features such as collaborative documents, video uploading and streaming, and more. Check it all out at joshuadavidling.com, and God bless.